Hello. Okay, doing another 2-day recap. This is, I don't know, I guess I'm on 15 and 16, day 15, 16. Losing track a little here. But, so yesterday, Ollie left, so he's now back in the United States, back with his wife and his 3 little boys, who I'm sure missed him so much. And let's see, so I checked out of the other Airbnb, and I was going to take a cab, just because lugging these bags is just such a pain. But I decided to suck it up and save the money, so public transportation it is. And for the first time I took the wrong bus. Well, it's the right bus in the wrong direction, but I knew it as soon as I got on the bus, so I got off at the next stop and went back and finally made it over to my new spot where I'm at now. And I was able to leave my bags early and then just go wander. And so I went to Shinjuku. I went back over to that area. And I had planned initially to explore Shinjuku, but as soon as I got out of the train station, I ran right at the train station is another Takashimaya, and attached to it is another Tokyu Hands. So yeah, I got lost in there for a few hours. The Tokyu Hands is even bigger than the one in Kyoto. I mean, it had a whole floor of the stationary stuff and 4 floors of just awesomeness. So yeah, I was in there a while, and then I ended up wandering on Takashimaya for a while. And they had the kimono section there as well, so I took some more pictures of other gorgeous, beautiful kimonos, and they had little models of little kids in kimono outfits, so those were cute. I got pictures of those. And they had an art gallery there as well, so I saw some more wonderful artwork. And I thought about maybe getting something to eat there, maybe a dessert, or, I don't know, sitting and having tea, but it's Takashimaya, so these places are expensive just because you're in there. So I decided to wait and hold off on that. But I did go up, and they had a beautiful rooftop garden, and then an amazing view of the city. So I took some pictures and spent a little while up there. That was really nice. And then I made my way back here to where I'm staying. I'm very happy with this place. It's sort of like a capsule hotel, in that my sleeping space is, well, I took a video of it when I first got here, but I really like it. It's really clean. They have really fancy locks and stuff. I mean, I have to have my key card with me everywhere I go, because if I go to the bathroom and don't take the key card, I can't get back in my room. Everything locks up. But it's really cool here. It's awesome for me, but I'm a very small person, so it fits me just fine. It would probably be uncomfortable for most Americans, because most Americans are much larger than I am. But I love my little nooks and crannies, so it's good for me. The only thing is that it is so small that I don't have anywhere to put my luggage in there, so it's kind of cramped for that reason, but it's fine. I'm not speaking very loud in case you're having a hard time hearing me, because I'm in the share space, so there's room there, my room, some other rooms down the hall, and I don't want to be too disruptive. And this is my first time being able to do a video. I meant to do one yesterday, but there's a young man here who has been using this table in the common area, so I couldn't really come in here. And I thought about doing it in my room, in my bed, like finding a way to sneak in there, fit everything, but I just came back in and the table was free, so I decided to take advantage of it. So, so yesterday, yes, after I came in, I had just enough time to kind of just shower and get changed, and I decided to fancy myself up because I was going swing dancing, something I don't do much anymore, but I had looked it up online, and they have the Tokyo Swing Dance Society. So I went all the way back into town It's about 45 minutes in and into Harajuku area. That's where I got off. But I think where I ended up walking was more Shibuya. I think that's kind of where I ended up. But I took a wonderful meandering walk to get to where I was. It was in the basement level of I don't know if it was, I guess it might have been a Mexican restaurant. But this guy that puts it on, he started dancing the same time I did in 1998. And he started this weekly dance event in 1999. And so I went down and I met some cool people and I had fun. I took a few photos and videos and met some really nice people. I really enjoyed myself. I will be going back at least once. I know the last night that I'm here is 2 weeks away, and so that's a Wednesday night, and that's when they have their weekly dance. So I'll be going for that at least. They're trying to get me to come back. I don't know if I'll be back in Tokyo then on the 27th for their celebration of Frankie Manning's birthday. And in case you guys don't know who Frankie Manning is, he's the reason that Lindy Hop is what it is. And he was a very wonderful man that I was happy to know. He passed away a few years ago, but they still celebrate his birthday to this day. And so I'm going to try and come to that. I'm actually going to put a link in the bottom for a little, anybody who wants to know who Frankie Manning is, so you can get a little explanation of this man and how awesome he was. So yes, I came back from that pretty late. It was after midnight when I got back. The subways here and all the public transportation ends at 1 a.m. So I had to make sure I was back by then. Plus, the rules of this place is that they ask you don't come back after 1 a.m. because you'll be, making noise and disturbing other people. So definitely made it back in time for that and finally had some food and relaxed for a little while longer until I went to sleep. And the one awesome thing about this spot is, man, when you're in that room, there's no windows, so there's no light, so it is blackout dark. So you sleep well. At least I slept well. Plus I was really tired, and this bed is a lot more comfortable than the one in the last place we were at. And so yeah, that's how I spent most of the day, actually, sleeping. I checked the weather and it was supposed to be rainy, so I really wasn't looking forward to just kind of going out now when I could really just enjoy my sleep in the nice dark cubby. I did wake up at some point and saw that my dad had FaceTimed me, of course, and I FaceTimed him back, but his was an accident. But we talked for a little while, so that was nice. And yeah, then back to sleep. And I finally got up and left about 5 o'clock. Went to get some food because everything that I'd already bought the day before at the convenience store at the Conveni, I'd eaten all of it. So I went out for food. There's a Moss Burger, which is, just a block away, kind of where you come out of the train station. And Moss Burger, MOS, is supposed to be like the best burger joint in Japan. And so I had one yesterday, much better than that other burger I had. It was delicious. The fries were awesome, and the shake tasted like a strawberry shake. And so I went back today, got another one, as well as then I just wandered around the area and enjoyed going into, went to another 7-Eleven. They are everywhere here. I was walking towards one, and I decided I wanted to, it was like just a few hundred feet in front of me on the right, and I decided, well, I'm going to walk around first. So I took a left, and as soon as I took a left, a few hundred feet on my left was a 7-Eleven. They're everywhere. And it's funny because if you try and look up a 7-Eleven on Google Maps, it'll tell you where they are, but they are like a mile or so away. But if you actually just kind of zoom in on the map, you'll see the little 7-Eleven logo all over the place. For some reason, those don't come up when you're doing a Google search, but they're everywhere. And they also have Family Mart and Lawson's and other convenience store chains. So I just loaded up on food for later, and kept walking, found a little candy store, and I wandered around trying to find the Botan rice candy. Still couldn't find it. But I decided to get two little sample packs of candy, so I'll see how those go. Maybe I'll do another little small video to put up on Google Photos of me sampling those candies. I have no idea what they are. We'll see how it goes. And so I just wandered around for a little while, and it's just a really nice area. And amazingly enough, you know, I don't have a car, but I work from home, so it's not that big a deal. And with the awesomeness of things like Lyft, I can get where I need to if necessary. If I don't take MARTA, the train or something. I don't take the bus, but I will take the train, and then I'll just walk places. I like to walk. But I do not walk at night. I'm a small female, and that's for safety reasons, to try and be proactive for my safety. I don't walk once it gets dark. I might go as far as a block from my house. That's it. And I live in a really nice, safe area, but I still won't risk it. And then I go to places like New York or Chicago, and of course I'm not going into some of the sketchier areas of Chicago, but I feel much safer there walking around at night. And it might be because they're more walkable cities, and people are out more. So I don't know. It feels like if someone's walking around at night in Atlanta, Atlanta's not a walkable place. So kind of like, why are they out? I don't know. I'm just not as comfortable with it, but I'm more comfortable with it in New York and in Chicago, surprisingly. But still really on my guard about it. Whereas here, it's amazing. I walk down streets at night, and even some of the ways that you go, these streets get really tiny, so they're considered probably more like an alley. And I feel completely safe here. I mean, I'm not crazy. I'm still, alert, but I don't feel that, that strange, watch your back kind of feeling all the time here. I really like that. I took a video earlier today about the bikes here. That'll be on Google Photos. Just crime in general is just not as big an issue here. So I really appreciate that. So I'm going to do some work and then get back to relaxing and figure out what I want to do tomorrow. I'm not going to pay as much attention to the weather report because it said it was supposed to be rainy and overcast today, and I checked my phone before I stepped outside. It said overcast. I stepped outside, it was beautiful and sunny, and I couldn't tell because it was dark where I was, so I couldn't tell till I went out the front door. So that was a little disappointing. And the same thing happened at our last place because of where we were and the fact that the next building was about this far away. There wasn't much light that came in, so it looked like it was really dark. But apparently it had been a bright and sunny day. So I feel rested.